This is me at 17 years old ordering 100 RC cars from a Chinese wholesale website. And I honestly still can't believe I'm saying this, but after 10 stressful months of running it and lots of ups and downs, I made over $300,000 with this product and even turned it into a real brand. And this is exactly how I did it. So after trying to make big money online for a few years now, in my last video, I finally got to good numbers when I made $60,000 in revenue in 4 months. But I had to stop running that product after getting lots of chargebacks and low reviews related to low quality of the product. So in February 2025, I started looking for a new item to sell, and after scrolling through Alibaba and AliExpress product listings for a few days, I landed on this toy. My plan was simple. Order a batch of units of this product to a fulfillment center, ship it to a few content creators, and once they start going viral with this product, the viewers of the videos will buy it through my TikTok shop, and I will collect the dough and give a piece of the pie to the content creators. It might sound goofy to you, but hear me out. You see, about a year earlier, a similar product was going absolutely crazy and lots of people made good money with it. And this new toy that I found is basically the same proven to work thing, but it actually looks like it's high quality and it's more affordable. Plus, GT3 RS was going very viral at the time.
Nice rental.
So all the criteria of a winning product checked out, and I decided to order this product in bulk and sell it. So I went to Alibaba and found someone who sold this product in bulk. And after a bit of lowballing, we agreed on $2,000 for 100 units of this product. So with no guarantees that it will actually sell, I took the risk and placed an order for 100 RC cars. Now I'm just gonna wait until the 3PL receives the inventory, and I'm gonna talk to you guys then. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so nervous right now. With stock on the way, the next step was marketing, and I already had a genius idea of how I'll make this go viral. Shamelessly steal ideas from competitors. Now hear me out, at that point there's no one running this product on TikTok shop yet, and the only competitors I had dropshipped it from China. And by taking their viral content and posting it on my TikTok shop, I'd get a big algorithmic advantage, because TikTok always favors the TikTok shop listing videos because they get a cut of the sales. But before I even had time to get one good drift on camera, the stock arrived to the fulfillment center only 2.5 weeks after I placed the order. By that point, they already assembled a team of commission-based creators on TikTok, so they started posting tons of copied viral videos all at once. And you're probably thinking that with my amazing content strategy and tons of content creators locked in, I started printing money instantly, right? I didn't get a single order in the first week after receiving stock. The creators were posting content, we had inventory in the warehouse and a decent looking listing, but one thing was missing. There was no reviews on the listing because it was brand new, which threw customers off. And unlike Shopify or other platforms, on TikTok Shop, you can't just fake reviews and import them from other platforms. You have to actually earn them from real customers. So in order to get those first orders, I bit the bullet and lowered the price to where I was basically breaking even just to bribe customers into leaving reviews. And on top of lowering the prices, one of my creators also found a really viral concept to copy. And after he posted it, everything went crazy. The video blew up instantly, hitting over 100,000 views on day one. And that, coupled with the price lowering strategy, brought the shop from 0 sales in a week to 7 sales on the day it was posted. That jump was enough for me to see the potential of the product, so I sent another $4,000 to the supplier and ordered more stock. So at that point, the stakes got really high because it was almost $6,000 negative on the product in total, which meant that I had to make it work. So after that first viral video, we posted 2 similar ones just in the next week. And both of those videos also got hundreds of thousands of views, and the sales finally started to really roll in. 90 orders within about 10 days from posting these videos, which brought us to a total of over $4,000 in sales, 2,300 of which came within just the last 4 days of that period. It was finally working. We had 3 videos blowing up at the same time, and we got dozens of orders every single day. And then we ran out of stock. A lot of people say it's a good problem to have, but honestly, it couldn't be further from truth, because all the momentum we spent weeks building up died completely. And now I was still a few $1,000s down on the product, and we were completely out of stock and couldn't even sell. Because of that pressure, I became impatient and made the listing live 1 day before the stock was actually supposed to hit the warehouse. That way, if someone placed an order, I would just ship it a day later when the stock finally hits the fulfillment center. No biggie, right? But that almost ended up getting my shop permanently banned. When I did that, we started getting orders instantly instantly, hitting 19 sales within just 3 days. Everything seemed good and I expected to ship out the orders a little bit later once we actually received stock. But in spite of my supplier's promises to deliver it on time, the batch got delayed by a whole week, which meant that now not only was I out of stock and missing out on sales from viral videos, but I also had 19 orders that couldn't be fulfilled, which would lead to low reviews and chargebacks. And like I said in the beginning of the video, that is exactly what led to the removal of my product from the platform in my last attempt. It was very stressful, so I had to come up with a solution fast, and thankfully I already got a good idea. You see, while I was out of stock, I came across a new variant of this product, which were these tiny drift RC cars the size of an AirPods case. However, after running this product for a little bit of time, we weren't getting any sales for it. And because I had these tiny cars in the warehouse that no one wanted anyway, I reached out to all customers whose orders for the original product were expected to be delayed and offered them a free tiny RC car sort of as a gift while they're waiting for the product that they actually ordered. That way, instead of just empty apologies and delays, at least they get something from us in the meantime, which would buy me time while we're waiting for more stock to arrive. And after 4 weeks of stressful waiting and almost getting my shop shut down permanently, we finally received more stock and I shipped out the delayed orders instantly. Little did I know, with that batch, I will end up breaking my all-time daily sales record of 3 years of doing e-com. The creators already knew what concepts worked, so the moment we got back in stock, they started posting videos instantly. And for the first few weeks, we were just consistently getting 3 to 5 orders a day and nothing crazy happened. But then, a few weeks later, one of my creators started blowing up with 3 videos at the same time. That crazy virality, coupled with all the momentum we built up by that point, led us to the best week and the best day I've ever had on my journey. Over $8,000 in a single week and around $4,000 on that last day, which is literally equal to selling out our whole first batch in 1 day. I was literally out on a road trip with my girlfriend that day and I watched the shop go from 1,000 to 2,000 all the way up to 4,000 while literally doing zero work. I was getting ready to launch a course on TikTok Shop and Lisa Koenigsegg to flex on the brokies until we ran out of stock again, but this time it was worse than ever before. Not only did we have these 3 fresh viral videos raking in thousands of views every day while people literally can't check out, but this time I somehow ended up overselling and now I had angry customers waiting for their orders which I couldn't ship because I didn't have any stock left. And again, that could lead me to getting chargebacks and low reviews. And you already know what that entails. But I broke my daily sales record. It was clear by that point that the potential of this product was insane, so I ordered a few hundred more units a few days before we ran out. However, at the rate we were selling, I knew that wouldn't be enough for us. So I decided to go all in and order 2,000 units of this product because according to my calculations, that's how many we would need to never sell out again. That would cost me between $20,000 and $30,000 of upfront investment. So I tried to look for investors because I couldn't take that financial hit at the moment. But at the end of the day, I was still just a 17-year-old kid who lived with his parents. So obviously everyone turned me down. The pressure was on. I couldn't keep waiting any longer because the clock was ticking while we were out of stock, so I had only one option to make this work. This is my bank account 6 months ago, and this is my bank account now. I put all the money it took me years to accumulate on the line and funded it myself. It sounds insane to put your entire net worth on a toy car, but I did it because I've had the same specific feeling back in 2023 when I got my first ever order for what became my most successful dropshipping product. I literally cried because my gut was screaming that it was a winner even though I had zero proof. And staring at these RC cars, I felt that same conviction again. So I placed multiple orders for stock, each one draining my bank account more and more. And in addition to sending 2,000 units to an American fulfillment center, I also shipped 48 units to the UK to diversify and expand to a new country. This is it. From here on, it's all or nothing. And because the stakes were so high, to make sure this worked, I even rented an Airbnb for a full month far away from my hometown and completely isolated myself from everyone. I heard people online say that in order to make progress, you have to put your back against the wall. And for the first time in my life, I truly understood what that meant. I woke up, worked, and went to sleep, and repeated that every day, preparing for June 10th, the day the stock was supposed to arrive. But when June 10th came, this happened. Dude, it's the 10th of June. Where is my stock? The inventory, the first batch was supposed to come into the warehouse today. All of my money was invested in this, and with each passing day, the momentum died more and more. And at the worst moment possible, the stock got delayed significantly. But in spite of all that craziness, I refused to shake my conviction and just kept working. And because I stuck to my conviction, shortly after the stock finally arrived to the warehouse, I made over $100,000 in a single month. Basically, to give you a quick summary, the first 48 hours since I got back in stock, we ended up doing about $7,000 in revenue. $7,000 in 2 days of being in stock. All the work I've done in isolation in the month of June was paying off, and we got one viral video after another, high day after high day. It got so crazy that the TikTok shop goat himself, Jimmy Farley, ordered a unit from my shop. And from the 26th of June onward, we only had 2 3-figure days out of a full month of 4-figure days. And on top of that, all of these results were driven by 100% organic marketing, which means that I didn't spend a single dollar in ads, and the profit margins were really healthy. So I decided to run some ads to some of my best performing videos to see how it does. I loaded up my ad account with $250, clicked publish, and went to sleep. And the next day, I woke up to 5 ROAS, which means that for every dollar I gave to TikTok, I got $5 back, which is insane. It's like a money printer. So I aggressively increased the budget, scaling to over $1,000 in ad spend just a couple of days later, and the shop started to absolutely explode. $8,500 within the last 24 hours and about $7,300 in 24 hours before that. Within the last 7 days, I probably made like $40,000 in revenue. It was going so good that just one of my content creators alone had an over $1,000 profit day. And that's just content creators to get a piece of the pie. And all of that was happening while I was chilling with my friend in Bali. At the same time, the UK shop that I initially sent 48 units to started to pick up some numbers as well, and we started hitting 4-figure days on there as well. I ended up getting so many sales that month that my supplier flew me to China, all expenses paid for, and covered me in luxury with personal assistants, luxury cars, and luxury hotels. I was literally just sitting in my parents' bedroom just a couple of months earlier, and now I'm in China doing international business with personal assistants. Like, what's going on, bro? I didn't want to waste any time though, so I negotiated prices with the supplier while being in China and was shown new unreleased versions of the product. Me and my supplier ended up becoming friends, and he even took me to a nightclub. It's honestly very rare to find a supplier competent enough to scale with you and chill enough to fly you out to drink. And if you want to start selling on TikTok shop and place an order in bulk as well, I'll leave his WhatsApp phone number in the description. But obviously, what goes up must go down, right? So of course, there was a big issue. All this time that I spent traveling to different countries, living in luxury, thinking that I'm making thousands of dollars in profit every single day, it turned out I accidentally turned on free shipping a few months earlier, which ended up losing me $25,000 just in summer alone. Thankfully, it wasn't all that bad. I was still definitely profitable, but it was just such a silly, stupid mistake. Like, the moment I found out, I was so embarrassed I couldn't stop thinking about it for like 2 days. But in spite of these mistakes, I couldn't stop there. So after spending a week in China, I launched new versions of this product and started working on custom variants to turn it into a real brand. I was actually so locked in on new branding that I completely missed it, but I hit a $100,000 a month across the US and the UK shops. After years of doing e-com, dozens and dozens of products tested, this was it, a 6-figure month. At the same time, we also got done with new designs, and the supplier launched production of 16,000 units of this new product. It felt unreal to me because that's $600,000 in retail value worth of the product that I just designed, and I came to that from just 100 units. I still haven't fully processed how insane it is that I'm holding in my hands product that I brought to life. Shout out to my UK shop partner though, he really did most of the designing here. And now, let's talk about how much I made in profit. I want to prefix this by saying that if I could do it in spite of all these handicaps and my young age and go from my parents' house and $0 to my name to traveling to over 10 countries alone and having 6-figure months, you can too. Unfortunately though, TikTok shop is not going to be around forever, so if you want to start, do it now. Click the link in the description to join my private affiliate creator community where some creators make over $1,000 a day in profit just making videos with products like this. And now let's talk about the profit. All in all, I ended year 2025 with about $320,000 in sales just from the RC cars and about $350,000 from all products combined. The total profit before taxes is $50,000. Bye.